Alright, so this is part 2. If you haven't seen part 1, it's just taking apart the TOSHIBA. And what we're doing now is we've already cleaned this the fan. We put the pads here and we're going to add thermal paste to the heatsink. That way, when the CPU gets hot, it won't touch physically the copper, but the thermal paste, since it's 99% silver, the heat will travel to the copper, heat all this up. It will heat the copper, and the fan is going to be blowing the hot air out through this ventilation right here, this little metal vent. So what happens is, if this is clogged up, full of dust, as I said in my previous video on part 1, the heat will be trapped in this area right here. And guess what? CPU is going to work harder, it's going to overheat, computer's going to slow down, and you're going to have a very slow computer. So we took it out, we cleaned it, and we're putting everything back together again. So basically, we're adding thermal paste to the CPU. When we got here, it took us a while to get here because we have to take everything apart. Now, when we sell a refurbished computer, we do this automatically because we want you to leave a good review, and we want you to recommend us to your friends. So if they need a laptop, you'll know that we definitely do our job to make sure we get a returning customer, yes. All right, so we're just putting this together. If you haven't subscribed, please help us out and do so. Hit the little bell right next to the subscribe button. What happens is, every time we make a video from every customer that comes in, you'll get to learn. So if you have a nephew, a niece that wants to learn how to fix computers, I mean, this is the channel for you guys. You're gonna see problems that are coming in on a day-to-day basis, and this is kind of like a hands-on kind of lab. I mean, you can study the certification all you want, but if you don't have hands-on, you're not going to be able to be successful. I mean, most people that have the A+ certification don't know how to take a computer apart. I mean, they know how to fix it. They could tell somebody else. I mean, so we put this together, and we're gonna add it to the motherboard. Here's the motherboard. If you guys didn't see part 1, I have a ground here. I don't have a rug, but I have a sweater on, and every so and often I go ahead and I touch this to ground myself, so there's no static in my body that could probably pop the CPU. So here is the thermal paste that I use. It's Arctic Silver 5, and I might have it down in the description. So if you guys are looking to purchase this will last you. This is 12 grams. This will last you. It's lasted me like 6 months already. I use a little bit. So what happens is, when you add just a little bit in the middle, when you put the heatsink up, it'll spread, but it'll stay within the box. Problems with these robots, when they put thermal paste, they put too much, and then the thermal paste goes out. That means they put too much. So we're just gonna add just a single drop. Intel recommends that the size of the thermal paste that you use is the size of an uncooked rice, one little bar of pedal rice. So I'm gonna put just a little bit. Entra. Okay, sí, está bien. Ahí voy. So let's just, that little bit is all we need right here. I don't know if you guys can see that, but just a little bit of a tiny little dab right in the middle will do the job. I've seen people use their finger, plastic, a credit card, but Intel recommends one single dab in the middle. So that's what we're gonna do. And that's it, right there. That's all the thermal paste you're gonna need. Now, people are gonna say, yeah, but put more. But if you put more, it's gonna come out. You know, and all you need to do is center it, because all the heat is going to go in the middle. When I put the heatsink, it's going to press down on it, and it's going to create a nice little circle. And that's all this needs. All right, to cool down. So these heatsink has a number, so 1, 2, and 3. That's the order that I'm going to be screwing this on. One thing I did forget was to clean this board. I guess it fell outside the CPU, so I'm gonna get a little bit of a carbon fiber cloth and just clean it up. Get some air in there. Alright. One of the things that is important to do is make sure that the board is clean. Clean board is a clean computer. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to screw it in. That's 1. This is number 2 and number 3. And I'm gonna connect the fan. I got everything in, and that's about it. What I'm gonna do now is just I'm gonna put the computer back, and you guys know how to do that. And thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, please share it. Subscribe. We need 100,000 if you could. Hit that little bell icon there right next to the subscribe button, and you'll get our updates every time a customer comes in. I'll record this video, and it'll be educational for you guys to learn how to repair and clean the thermal paste and a lot of computer problems that are out there. Thanks for watching, and see you guys in the next video.